So that was basically what a regular day at camp looked like for me. I just got to drive around on a quad all day and film crazy awesome activities, adventurous activities, and then go back and edit them on my computer that I brought with me because, you know, I thought I'm not going to take this computer with me after camp because I'm going to Europe and I can't bring something that large on a plane with me and all around the world. So I wanted to have one good last use out of it, so I brought it to edit at summer camp with. And I'm super happy I did that. That thing was a beast all summer. I put out some amazing videos that I absolutely love, and if you go to the camp's website you can see them. All of them from the past 2 years are from me. So what a typical day for me was like, was I would wake up at like 8 a.m. I'd always miss breakfast there because I just have a vegan protein shake for breakfast and I'm solid because breakfast is usually at 8 and then we all have to meet up by 9. But I slept in a teeny bit later, got ready, and then went down to my work area to be ready for 9. And then we have this morning meeting and we just talk about all the activities that are going on for the day. And that's when I kind of collect what I want to film for said week or said day, see what shots are going to be the best for the website or for Facebook or where the most fun is happening, like, oh, like they're doing a competition over at MMA today, or they are doing a DJ battle in the DJing class, like whatever sounded the coolest. I would like take my little mental notes there and then go and film it. And that would take about 3 hours of the morning. Then we have lunch and then we have a little bit of a rest period. And I never really had a rest period because whenever rest period for that job started, I would just switch from working in Adobe Premiere to working in Adobe Lightroom and doing my other job, my remote wedding catalog editing job. So when I say that it was a bit stressful in the beginning, it's because, not in the beginning, all of it, it's because I never really had a break all summer. It was working basically 10 hours a day at camp if you don't include the breaks. Otherwise, it's about 14 hours from when you're supposed to be on and available until you get off for the night. But then every break I had, I would just switch programs or dinner or lunch. I would just bring my lunch back to, or my dinner back to my computer and then just work that catalog job. And then on the spare random moments where I wasn't working either the camp job or the photo editing job, that's when I would make vlogs for you guys. So I'm sorry that the summer has been a little bit far and few between, but I really haven't had any free time. I don't remember the last time that I've had a breath for myself. I've always just been working, which I don't mind because it's good work. It's all what I love to do. It's filming, it's editing, it's my favorite thing in the world. But it can get a little hectic when you don't really have a time to just sit and breathe and listen to the crickets around you, which are fantastic and amazing. We all need breaks though, you know, it helps us continue on. It has been a little hectic. I have since slowed down a tiny bit in this week following camp, which I will talk about in my next video. But I wanted to share with you guys how truly amazing it is working at a summer camp. It's something that I had wanted to do since I went to a summer camp when I was a child, but the only thing was that I didn't think I'd make a good camp counselor, like as just a counselor staying in bunks, general activities and such. That was my first initial thought because I'm an only child. I've never really been asked to babysit any kids. I'm never really around kids. I don't personally want kids in the future. And that's not to say I don't like kids. I love kids. Kids are amazing. I can learn a lot from them. They're great. But I just don't have much experience with it. I just don't really, I feel like I'm not knowledgeable enough as I would want to be in charge of 10 kids at a time, even though I would have to help. But after my second year of working at this camp, I do feel like that is something I could do, even though it's not something that I want to or need to do because I just do social media and video work for this summer camp. It really helped me learn a lot about myself in the long run and helped me learn just a lot in general. Because that's the thing about kids, they are pretty unfiltered. They have minds of their own and they are not afraid to share with you what they're thinking or how they're feeling. And that's one thing I really love about kids. They are not filtered by the world yet. They're not too afraid to be who they truly are. And that is one thing that really sucks about becoming an adult, is that you kind of lose that sense of wonder. At least a lot of people do. And I know I did for a little while, but I got it back. I found it again. But that's one thing that camp really helped me remember and kind of like let out to be a kid again. Like I was running around in the field with them when they were throwing water balloons. They couldn't hit me because I was holding a very expensive camera. but a lot of them included me this year, and one even said to their unit leader that they thought I would make a really cool counselor, and I was just like, my heart, that's so nice. I want to try and fit in with them as much as I can. I want them to look at me as somebody that they can trust, because they can, and I want them to feel comfortable enough around me to do some crazy awesome things for my camera, so we have great stuff for the website. When you go and work at a camp and you have a type of seasonal experience, it's more than just like a job. All of the people that I was with became family so fast. Like, you don't really think that 2.5 months is a lot of time in the grand scheme of things, but it is long enough to get to know people that you literally want to spend so much time around, and that it hurts to leave. I was definitely crying the day that I had to leave. I always cry during goodbyes. They never get easy. I'm gonna miss everybody so freaking much, but I do know that it's also time to move on for now. Doesn't mean I won't be back again. All I can say is this summer was life transforming, so to speak. A lot of people say to me, like, you change jobs so much. Like, don't you miss these people that you work with? Like, doesn't it hurt? And of course it hurts. Of course it hurts leaving them, but I wouldn't have met them if I wasn't going for this seasonal job experience, because they were all going for that. So if I wasn't going for that, I never would have met these incredible people. And you can meet incredible people anywhere you go. But what I've found is the people that are working these seasonal jobs, they all have this same mentality of, they love to explore. They love to dive into the unknown. They love to do things for the first time. And I feel like those are the people that I really get along with the most and have the craziest, funnest times with. Because, and I'm not bashing on anybody that works the 9 to 5. If you are happy doing that, I'm so happy for you to be doing that. But there are a lot of conversations I have with people like that, and they look at my lifestyle and they kind of berate me. They kind of look down on me for it. And I'm like, I'm not looking down on you because you do something that I don't agree with. Why are you looking down on me? But when I meet people that are on that same wavelength of wanting to just learn as much as they can in this life, and you learn the most through experience, and you learn the most through experiencing different types of things in different parts of the world. When I talk to people like that, it's life-changing. I got to talk to people from other countries that taught me things that I wouldn't have known, maybe even going to that country, because who knows if I would have talked to that exact person. Camp is great as a kid, but it's also great as an adult. And of course, there's going to be camp drama as an adult, just like there is as a kid. But that comes with any job. And sometimes it's like your own little reality TV show. It gets fun, to say the least. This summer had been absolutely amazing. Just what I needed, just what I was looking for. A little side note to that, if I never went back to this camp, I would have never talked to somebody that I met this year who's amazing, who has celiac disease. And if I never learned what actual symptoms of celiac disease are, I never would have found out that I have celiac disease. And I would have kept eating gluten, and I would have kept having brain fog, and I would have kept having ADHD and anxiety and depression. But I'm so happy to say now, I no longer take any medication. And I had been on medication for ADHD for over a year since I started camp last year, because I thought I needed it because I couldn't concentrate when all I needed to do was stop eating gluten. And I can see the world clear as day now. Everything around me is beautiful. Everything just looks so much more vibrant, and I can concentrate. And I never would have known that if I didn't meet somebody and have them tell me about them and their experience. But the fact that I got to drive around on an awesome ATV and do exactly what I love to do every single day of the summer in a beautiful place like the Adirondacks. Like, if you've never been to upstate New York, you gotta go visit it at least once. It's within places like that where you can really kind of connect with yourself more. And I think we all need a little bit more of that in our lives. Just being out here in this amazing field, surrounded by nothing but crickets and nature and beautiful flowers and trees, and you find happiness in the little things a lot more than in the big successors in your life. And I think learning that really came with age. Even though every day was boom, 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 like always doing something, always filming something, always editing something, it still helped me be able to ground myself a little bit more than if my brain was always set to the same repeat, repeat, repeat. How do you really push yourself if you stay in your comfort zone? I couldn't. I wasn't growing when I was staying in the same spot. And I'm not saying that you can't, because if, like I said, if you're doing what makes you happy, That's all I want for you. But within me and my personality, when I'm doing the same thing on repeat, I get depressed because I feel like I'm not pushing myself and I'm not challenging myself to be the best version of myself. But once again, I felt this amazing after I worked that hostel in Montana. I feel this amazing after camp, and I am currently on the 3rd to last day of my next work experience that only lasted 12 days. But you know, when you live this type of lifestyle, you can work a job for 12 days and be like, okay, on to the next, because in less than a week, baby, I'm gonna be in Europe again. I am so happy, I'm so elated that I can't explain it. The sun's coming out when I said that. I love that for me. Thank you guys so much for your patience and waiting for this video to come out. Next week will be about this little 12-day workaway experience that I'm doing. And then by the time you see that vlog, I'll already be in Europe. I'll have new adventures coming at you. We're gonna go back to every single week because I won't be working 80 hours a week again. I will be back to like less than 80. Look at the world. Oh, I have to go take some pictures now. Everything is so beautiful here. Okay, thank you guys for listening. Here's some camp videos just for fun. We got you the best gift in the entire world.
Yeah, it is.
It's a tennis player and it sings Love Me Tender. Wait, can I read you the line?
The ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's the best. I'll read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you. It makes it even better. Okay. As he watches for the right opportunity to serve, moving his head to and fro, the tense action is underscored by the sentimental ballad Love Me Tender.
Does he work or does he need batteries? The ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, because he's supposed to move his head.
Yeah!
Oh my god. That will be on your desk for the rest of forever.
Yeah, it makes
It goes on for so long. But yeah, thank you for listening, and I will catch y'all on the next one.